And
Couldn't you
There we
pre-record
go.
that though?
huh?
Couldn't you just pre-record that?
It sounds better when I do it live because then I can roll straight into a conversation.
Fair enough.
All right, let me mute
So he
Doki's
says.
So
stream.
waiting on Despa.
Yeah, but at least
Yeah.
we're going out.
Waiting.
Okay, BRB.
Always
Burb.
waiting.
Always waiting on Despa.
Forever waiting.
Always watching
Also,
Wazowski.
thank you, Kylie.
Always watching.
Always watching Wazowski.
No, I think Nyra pretty much got that nailed.
Yeah, no, Nyra's.
Wow, I'm good at something.
Oh, like
Your voice. Did you do Homer earlier?
And today I am joined by Doki, Rev, and the one and only Nyra, who has come
Ooh.
back from the land of the dead PCs.
Hello.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Nyra, you have had the worst luck of anyone I have ever met when it comes to computers. And I know someone who built a computer out of spare parts and at one point had 24 different monitors hooked up to it.
Why?
What the fuck?
Well,
He
let's
owns
see
it-
here. We can recap those computer problems. It'll be an interesting story.
It would be.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
So, originally, I run a dual PC setup for streaming, so that's kind of important. Plays into this. And
Right.
originally, it was an i9. It was a 9th gen i9 and a 4th gen i7. The 4th gen i7 obviously being a much older system and very, just old. It had a Z97 motherboard in it. It was an ASRock, really good board, mind you. It was an ASRock Extreme 6, and the board just finally gave out after many years of abuse. So I got the bright idea, instead of building a cheap computer, to upgrade my main system from the i9 to a 5950X Ryzen 9. And it worked great for 7 days. Then it stopped working. And it just constantly boot looped, and that was 2 months before I finally got them to admit the processor was bad and got the processor swapped out. And now that one was running, and then the other one got water damaged and decided not to work, and now that one's working again. And
not
I
only
just spent
that,
way too
you
much
had
money on
your
other
chair
upgrades.
issue.
Oh my god, the Vertigear that snapped in half.
Oof.
Yeah, so Nyra got all of her stuff fixed, and then her chair broke in half while she was sitting on it.
Ow.
And can I honestly say, I hate the chair I have now. It was cheap. It's a Cooler Master. It was like less than $200, and I'm like, you know what? It'll work. And I freaking hate this chair.
I'm still amazed
hate
that
it.
Cooler Master makes chairs. I never knew that.
You know what it is? They don't make
First time hearing
chairs.
of it.
They don't make chairs. They license chairs.
Ah.
They're all made in the same crappy Chinese factory. I can almost guarantee it. But yeah, this thing is just not like super comfortable. I mean, it's okay, but like the pleather, because nothing's real leather nowadays.
Yeah.
It's already wearing on it. It's not comfortable, but it works. I'm planning to
Gets the
save
job
up.
done.
I might actually put up a donation thing on my stream, so maybe my few people are watching might buy me a Secret Labs. I can hope.
I would love a Secret Labs. I'm fine with my IKEA chair. It's just like mesh, which is fine.
So how many does that come in? 100 pieces or 200 pieces?
It wasn't that many pieces. Like, you had the wheels, then the bottom piece, and then the bar, and then like 3 other pieces. So it was maybe about like 10 pieces or so.
Well, because IKEA is notorious for
They
sending
are.
in stuff in like a million pieces and no instructions.
Yeah, they
Just
are.
like a note. Good luck in Swedish, so you can't even read the note.
Sometimes companies just do weird things. Recently got luggage and found out they make jeans. Really?
What?
If you're wondering why it sounds like Doki is reading from something written, it's because he is. Doki is streaming this on Twitch right now.
Yeah, when we do Chaotic Stupid and I'm a part of it, I'll be streaming it on Twitch so people can watch live when we do this instead of having to wait for whenever the edited version, which Despa wonderfully edits these podcasts, comes out on YouTube. So
Hooray.
if you ever want to catch it live, I'm usually the one to stream it.
Yep.
I mean, I might later on. I need to do a little more testing first as well, so we can have multiple streams up, grab a little more attention.
Yeah.
I can probably do you. Well, I don't know if I should be the one streaming it because I'm bouncing back and forth between several different windows at the moment.
Bouncy,
Oh my
bouncy,
god,
bouncy.
hi.
Boing, boing, boing.
Oh.
So, what's everyone been doing? I got a game or a demo that I was playing that I want to talk about, but let's get y'all out the way first. How's everything been going in the land of your various lives?
Who wants to go first?
Go ahead,
I mean,
Doki.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
Go ahead.
Not a whole lot for me. I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure most people already know that I was living in Ohio. I moved back to West Virginia. But I have fiber here now, so I've been streaming a lot more. Not as much as I should, but I've been enjoying actually streaming a lot more and not in 720p. But, I mean, it's been alright. I haven't been doing too much. I need to be playing more Diablo, I'll say that much.
I hope I'm getting fiber soon. My ISP, I've noticed that they say they have fiber in my area now, and I've been seeing construction crews running around putting cables in, so I'm hoping that is fiber for the last mile.
Oh no, you want to hear
and I
some
can
shit?
Finally...
You want to hear
What?
some shit though, Despa? You know when they started putting fiber in for me? For
When?
here? The day I moved out.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Literally,
That's the way it
the day we got
always
the moving truck to move away from here, they started digging outside for fiber. I'm like, you have got to be shitting me.
That's the way it always works, though. You know that as well. It's like that's like Murphy's Law.
Also, Kit
Maybe
Kat.
not Murphy's Law, but it's kind of the same thing. It's
Also, Kit
things
Kat says
happen,
only
and
one
then you
camera.
know, like you're waiting for something, you give up and move, and then it's like, oh, by the way, your area now has this.
Yeah. Also, Kit Kat
But
says only one
the area
camera
you live
on.
in is also broken.
They're wondering why I'm the only one on camera.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Reva's working on it. I don't know what Nyra's doing, and mine doesn't work.
Yours
Honestly,
definitely
my
work.
camera's being kind of. If I load up my camera, which is on this computer, it will freeze up Discord.
Will it?
Oh.
I don't know why. This has been a problem I've been chasing for like a year, but for some reason, whenever I turn my camera on, and it's done this on 2 cameras now, because originally I had like one of those cheap Logitech like 7 series, like a 720 or something hooked up to it, and this is a 922, and it does the same thing. So
Yeah,
I
yours
don't know
is-
why, but it'll freeze up. It'll just freeze up.
Yeah, yours
So
is
I
similar
tend not
to
to
mine.
do it.
Because I have the C920.
Yeah, I have the 922, which really the only difference between those cameras was like $60, and this one could supposedly do green screen, but it does an absolutely horrible job of it.
Lighting is the key usually when it comes to that.
No, because it's supposed to be able to do like background deletion without green screen.
That stuff's always kind of
It's finicky.
meh, really.
It's
It
finicky.
doesn't work. It doesn't work. Plain and simple, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
The
It-
better your lighting, the better the results, usually. Lighting is everything when it comes to cinematography and photography.
Oh yeah, of course.
Which is why, if I decide to get a new webcam anytime soon, I'm probably going to go with that Razer one that has the built-in ring light.
Oh,
Because
oh,
my
No.
room is nothing but darkness.
I don't.
oh. The ring light sucks. Actually, I know somebody who has that camera, and they never use the ring light because the ring light sucks. You'll be better off spending,
Like,
buying some cheap USB
That's-
pole lights.
like
I
I
have...
have. I'm sorry. I'm gonna screw the lighting up for stream, but like, I have this thing. I don't want to point it at the screen because it's gonna blind them. But I have this thing which just fell. But
Way to go, Doki.
It doesn't stay on there very well. I'm sorry. There it goes. It's just held on by a magnet. But I just have this thing. It cost me like maybe $5-10, and it works just fine. And I've been using it ever since for my streams. So
I mean, yeah, I have like panel lights they're Chinese panel lights that have like no gels or anything. They're just rows of LEDs, and I think I spent $40 for like both of them with tripods. However, the tripods did royally suck, but we're not getting into that. But the lights work well.
yeah, no, this thing just sits on my monitor. It's perfectly
You could do
fine.
lighting really cheap, and I would recommend that. Like buy like a good Logitech webcam or something along those lines with a with like 1 or 2 light panels, and really that's all you would ever need.
Yeah,
I literally.
agree.
Okay, so yeah, I have a Logitech webcam, and I just use 2 lamps. Of course I'm sitting in my living room,
Yeah.
but I mean I still get really good light.
I mean, before that, I actually let you on what I used to use. I went to Goodwill, of all places, and found a couple of those study lamps that clamp onto the desk. You know, it's on the right bendy, and they have like the big flash. I used 2 of those with just, you know, with the LED bulbs in them. Just kind of aim them where you need to, and those also worked really well. And those are just, like I said, some cheap used lights I found, like desk lamps I pulled out of like Goodwill. I think one came out of Goodwill and one came from Walmart. I think that's actually how I did it, but
I mean, that's a way to do it.
In either way,
really
yeah.
good.
That's a way to do it. All right.
Wow, we're telling all our secrets. That's what this podcast is. We're showing our clean secrets of like how to do shit on the cheap, which apparently I don't know much about.
Well, I mean, if you want cheap, I'll tell you what my old microphone setup was.
I'll say Kit Kat says that they use a light that's meant for a light box setup. That was pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
My old microphone setup was literally a Guitar Hero microphone duct taped to a handle that flew. That it was a hammer, but the hammer head flew off one day, so then it was just a handle. And then that was clamped to my desk with a thing holding it up at the right angle. And for a pop filter, I had an old sock stretched off across the coat hanger that I bent.
Oh my god!
And it was just kind of jerry-rigged up, but it worked, and it worked well.
Oh
my
god!
No, it didn't.
Screaming, I'm Despo. I'll be your
No.
Dang it! Put the pig back in the barn. I'll be your guy tonight.
Hey, we don't have hogs anymore, okay? We used to have like 13 head of hogs, but not anymore.
You did. You had the hogs when you had the jerry rig.
I will say,
I was a kid when we had the hogs.
I will say, I remember those old Guitar Hero / Rock Band microphones, and they were absolutely
I still have one.
Garbage.
You know they're made by Logitech.
I know
Yeah,
they're all made by Logitech. Yeah, but they're just
they're
about
USB though.
Yeah, but they're not great. They are not good at all. Also,
you can make them work.
Kit Kat said, "Not that old sock. I hope it was clean."
Well, see, the reason I chose that sock was it was old, and I couldn't find its partner, its mate, or whatever you want to call it, the one that it's supposed to be with. There was a blood stain on it.
What? Fuck. What?
Oh wait, am I supposed to curse? Am I not allowed to curse?
You can curse.
You can curse. I don't care.
Who the fuck cares?
Okay.
As long as it's not within the first 30 seconds.
I think
we're good.
Yeah, we're up to like 13 minutes, so I think we're good.
Yeah, it had a blood stain on it, and conveniently, when it was stretched over the hanger and tied down with that zip tie, the blood stain was right in the middle. I would use it to aim the microphone in the right spot.
You used the blood stain as a marker?
Oh my dear God!
Wow, I'm honestly blown away.
What the fuck?
I mean, I thought I was riding dirty. I mean, honestly, I thought I was riding dirty. Like Doki remembers this microphone when I actually used a $30 USB microphone off of Amazon. It was called a Tonar.
Oh no!
And I used that for a while, and it wasn't great. It'd be far from not great, but it did work for a long time, and it did do what it was supposed to do.
I can't fault you there because I have a $15 microphone sitting in a box down there that works just fine. Like, it sounds perfectly fine. I thought about using it for this podcast, but I decided against it.
The mic I'm using now was a kit. It was $50 for the whole thing. And it came with the boom arm, the shock mount, the wind cap, the pop filter, and the microphone, and a tripod. But I don't use the tripod.
Yeah, I'm not going to say how much my audio system cost.
A lot.
And everything. Well, I'll put it this way. My mic I'm recording off of, you're not hearing me on it right now, which is kind of fun. You're actually hearing me on a Shure SM58. But the one I'm actually recording on is a Shure MV7.
Whoops.
So,
all right, Doki, stop dropping things.
I'm dropping things all over the place. I'm sorry. I was showing that $15 mic to the camera, which was fine. It's just
I just remember it looked really gaudy at first before you swapped some of the parts around.
Oh, the blue one or the black one? Because I bought two of them.
Like black with like the gold, and it was like that cheap, like plated, bling bling gold.
Yeah, you know. It's. Let me. This is the microphone here, the Florian BM800, which.
Honestly,
The BM800.
looking at that microphone, I expect you to start saying, "Goes remember to get your pet spayed or neutered."
But this is the BM800, as myself and Nyra has found out. This is just a microphone that they build, and every other unknown name brand just slaps their name on it. There are so many BM800s, this exact microphone out there, with so many different just random brand names on it. Like this one's Florian. Asuna, who is Transgal Gaming on Twitch as well, hers is a different brand, but it's the same exact microphone.
Sounds like it is the what are those cameras people hang in their cars? Dash cameras.
Yeah, dash cams.
It's just like there's like a bunch of manufacturers, but there's really only one or two companies that make the cameras for them.
Yeah.
Well, that's
The
a
actual
lot of
CMOS
things.
and everything.
Like earlier when I was talking about the chair issue I had, I killed a chair. I killed a Vertigear, which was like a $400 chair, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made me feel really good. But anyway, same thing. Like I have a chair right now. It's made by Cooler Master, which we all know Cooler Master does not make chairs. If we did this thing, we probably would have broke already because Cooler Master sucks nowadays. But
It would have LEDs out the wazoo and a fan somewhere.
and it just wouldn't hold up for like more than a month. But same thing. It's companies pay money to put their name on an object. It's like they have general factories that make a specific product, like chairs, microphones, and then he goes, "I need a microphone." Okay, here, and they'll just embroider or print whatever your name on it, and all of a sudden, now I'm selling my Cooler Master chair.
Yeah.
And by the way, never buy Cooler Master chairs. These things are fucking horrible. But that's beside the point.
But
My
yeah,
chair is
I
an
feel
office
like,
chair I got from like Circuit City or something.
I feel like we've really derailed here.
I mean that's kind of what we do.
Yeah, there
but
really
it's not
isn't
a
a plan
bad
for tonight.
derail, though. It's really not a bad derail if you think about it.
It works. We're on it. We went off one track onto another track.
Hey, there's
But
a
we're still in the
rev.
right
There's
topic
Rev.
area.
Buttered
Here's
toast.
me. Buttered
It's a
toast.
rev.
I have buttered toast. Here's a
Hey.
buttered toast.
Yeah, I will fix my cam for next time. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm having an issue. If I boot it up right now, it'll lock Discord up. If it locks Discord up, then I'll have to drop out. So
Then you wouldn't have a choice but to drop out.
yeah, because Discord would
Yeah.
lock up royally.
I
It's
probably
stupid.
won't fix my camera situation because Steam Summer Sale is coming up, which is something I
no.
did want to mention. That's next week.
Is
That
that,
starts
next?
on the 29th.
Damn it.
Yay, more badges to buy with all the points I have, which I can't spend.
Yay.
Right?
Yay, more bad decisions.
Yeah, the Steam Summer Sale starts on the 29th and goes for 2 weeks, I think.
It usually
you don't need more bad decisions.
I believe me, I know. I'm living with one right now until Friday.
God.
Damn.
I'm broke.
Wow.
I'm super broke.
All right, so everyone donate to Doki Stream.
Oh my god. You all
Well-
on your hype trains, I swear.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it. They do it
Yeah, I've
because they
never
love
had
you.
a hype train, so yeah, don't be like you and your hype train.
You've never had a hype train?
never had a hype train.
Woo
That-
woo.
we need to change that.
Yeah, it's
We-
never gonna happen.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
with-
Doki said that like a
especially-
week before he got his first.
Especially with me and Rev. I don't know about that. We just need one more person at that point. I'm pretty sure Raider's usually up for the task.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Kit Kat. Appreciate it.
So the thing I wanted to talk about was what if Harry Potter was American?
Like a boom.
Leviosa!
What
Leviosa!
Wizard with a gun.
This
Wizard
is my
with a gun.
this is my 12
It
and a
is
half
a-
inch body.
Wingardium Leviosa!
So, so Wizard with a Gun is a game that's coming out from I can't remember the developer's name. I'll look that up real quick. But I
Someone
know
say
the
bits, I
publisher is
can bits.
Devolver Digital.
Oh no.
The developer, I have their trailer point up here.
We'll get with you on that, Raider.
They don't have the developer's name here. Brack. Oh well. It's really fun. They have a demo out now. If you like games like, I think the most similar one is, oh, what's that one me, Cherry, and Zoe were playing? Note sheet, save me. I wrote this down. Don't Starve Together. It's similar to Don't Starve Together.
Oh.
Except
Okay.
you are a wizard, and instead of a wand, you have a gun.
You know,
And it's actually really fun. I've been playing the demo, and I cannot wait for it to come out. But the thing that got my attention with it was the cutscenes. Doki,
yes.
is there a possibility of you pulling up the cutscene or the trailer for the game and putting it on stream?
Is that TOS?
I don't know. It's a trailer. I would think it would be okay.
I would just say, if you're interested.
If you're not sure, don't do it.
I will just say, if you're interested, you can Google it or YouTube it. I'm not going to pull it up on the stream for that reason.
Okay. Both the announcement trailer and the gameplay trailer that came out a couple weeks ago are freaking awesome. The animations in them are so good. I really wish I want a TV show. Like, don't get me wrong, I like having a game, but I kind of want this to be a show because it looks good.
You know, I had that thought with something else. I'm derailing just slightly because you reminded me of something. I know Nyra knows, but I don't know if Despa knows. Rev might, with Ninja Sex Party. There's a song that they did with, was it TWRP? I don't remember who exactly it was, but it was called Twilight Brigade. And they did a whole anime, like, Starfighter music video, and I'm like, I'd watch that if that was a show. I don't really watch anime, but that looked really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's Tupperware Remix Party.
Yeah, it was TWRP. Okay. Yeah, no, I'd
Yeah,
totally watch
with Danny. Danny was just a guest singer on it, but
yeah. Was it Star? It's
but
Star.
actually, I
Starlight
have a
Brigade.
game that's coming out I want to talk about too. If you like afterwards, just putting that out.
Oh,
there.
I'm basically done.
Go
so
for
ahead.
it.
So I actually saw this on Steam pop up, you know, like, because I'm really bad at going through the queues on Steam, and this one's coming out. It's not out yet. And just the whole premise of the game is unique, which is what I really like about it. Like, I like games with stories. I like games that are unique. I don't want to play the same regurgitated WoW clone 50,000 times. I hated the original. I don't want to play the others. But this game's called Pacific Drive. There's no actual release date. It just says 2023. It's made by Ironwood Studios. But the whole premise of the game, you're going through like this entire area that's like an apocalyptic area. So I guess something happened. Obviously, something happened. And you have a station wagon. And the whole goal is to not lose your car because that's your only lifeline. And you get to upgrade your car. You go explore, leave your car, go explore, stuff like that. It just seems like a really interesting game.
Just a beefed up station wagon.
Oh no, there's clips here of like armor plating on this thing and everything else. But yeah, it's just like a 80s. It's like your classic 80s ass wood panel station wagon at the beginning of the game.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like the wood panels and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, the wood paneling. It's white with wood paneling, and the chrome bumpers.
Oh my god.
That
But yeah, it's here.
amazing.
I'll read you about. It's in this run-based driving survival adventure. You face supernatural dangers on each expedition into the Olympic exclusion zone. Make your base of operations an abandoned garage where you research new parts, customize your station wagon, and route charts and deeper into the zone. As you gather precious resources and investigate what's been left behind in the zone, you learn quickly what it takes to survive in this unpredictable hostile nightmare.
I feel like they were very inspired by Stranger Things. That's kind of how it feels to me. Like
that sounds.
the time frame and like the
Well, they don't give a time frame. It's just so happens that you have a station wagon.
the station wagon, it kind of sounds like 80s-ish time frame, and like all of like the paranormal stuff going on, and kind of sounds like they were at least a little bit inspired by it.
But yeah, here, I'll read the
absolutely
rest of this
possible.
stuff.
Go ahead.
So, Drive to Survive. It's you and your station wagon against an unforgiving, vicious world. It'll take more than a fresh set of tires to keep you alive on and off the road. Your faithful wagon can be upgraded and reinforced to protect you, but the car is going to take a beating. Keep your gas tank filled and your panels intact to withstand radiation permeating the zone. You will be pushed to your limit, making repairs on the fly, scavenging materials wherever you can, and adapting to your rolling fortress to tackle many life-threatening dangers that lurk in the shadows. The experimental leftovers of the secretive ARDA organization remain scattered across the zone, and finding answers won't be easy. Everywhere you look, you'll find I can never say this word. Abnormalities. There we go. Surreal forces of a twisted nature that will make your journey more difficult, or at least a lot more interesting. Silhouettes in the dark, rolling piles of scrap metal, and towering pillars of earth. Each run is packed with otherworldly hazards. As terrifying as those may be, nothing compares to the overwhelming power of a zone storm. Stomp on the gas and outrun it if you can. These rolling maelstroms tend to rend the landscape and obliterate anything that sticks around too long. Don't let that be you. It's also evolving, too, by the look of it. So, like, you go to one area and you go back, it'll change. Which I also found was kind of interesting.
Speaking
But,
of...
yeah, that's
sorry,
what I'm really looking forward to.
Speaking of new games coming out, there was one game we were actually talking about in a previous podcast that will actually be coming out on Friday. I don't know if I'll pick it up on Friday, but I do have plans of playing it. That Master Detective Archives Rain Code.
Ooh.
That is coming out on Friday.
Since that's coming out at the start of the Steam sale, I doubt it'll be on sale. Shoot.
No, it won't. It will not.
Damn.
But
that's actually one I would want.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be on sale. But it's made by the same people that make Danganronpa, which I love.
Danganronpa.
I still need to play 2 and 3 on stream. I just have not. But I do plan on playing Rain Code. It looks like it's really good, and if it's anything like Danganronpa, I'm very likely going to enjoy it. Because as far as, like... I hope it has a lot of like mystery things that you have to solve, kind of in the way of like how the Ace Attorney type games where you had to figure things out. I like that. I hope there's a lot of that in there, but I don't know if there will be. I haven't seen too much about it.
So speaking of video games, did anyone watch the Disney movie Strange World?
No.
I have not.
No.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to roll into this without spoiling that movie. It's honestly a kind of meh movie, though, so... Frack it, I'll just... I don't want to spoil it, though, because it is still a recent movie.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
I mean...
Okay, well, I can't
talk
about this game, then.
You'll be spoiling it for just more than us, so...
Yeah.
Because there are people watching the stream, too.
It's kind of a meh movie. I'd give it a probably 3 meh out of 4-5 size.
We give this movie 3 meh.
3 meh.
You know, there's a new ranking system for y'all. 3 meh. Meh.
Like, it's watchable. It's just like the A and the B plot were confused. They really should have been switched. They conflict with each other. It's got this whole environmental message, but then there's also a family dynamic message. Like, okay, pick a lane. Anyway, there's Despa's like 30-second review of a movie.
Lord.
Get in your lane.
So I know in the last podcast, I mentioned the remake of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, which has been retitled to Story of Seasons. That comes out on Tuesday, and I'm super excited.
Are those the headphones that you're wearing? Are those the Diablo ones?
Yes, they are. Okay, so you know in the picture they were like red here.
Yeah.
Those are like magneted on, and I popped them off, and I don't know if you can see very well, but that is Lilith.
Okay. Yeah, because I knew you got them. I wasn't sure if those were them or not because I didn't see really any red.
Yeah, well, the like under the band is red.
Oh, okay. I see.
But yeah, the
They pretty good?
little
Oh,
it
okay.
just
Yeah.
they just pop off, and that's Lilith. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're very very lightweight. They're actually really comfortable to wear, which more comfortable than my rigs. I was surprised by that. They do slip off of my head really easily. I don't know if that's an adjustment I need to make, but
Stop headbanging.
no. Uh, no, I mean they're nice. They're really nice. They get better range than my rigs too.
Oh, they're
My audio
wireless?
doesn't. Yeah, they're wireless.
Yeah.
I just don't do wireless.
For
Same.
for how much they cost, they fucking better be wireless.
I mean, honestly, I've used wireless before. I've always ended up having issues with them. I think my last set was like a set of Turtle Beach, and never. I just kind of don't like wireless anymore.
I don't like having to charge or change batteries all the time. That's probably my biggest thing with wireless stuff is I don't want to bother with batteries.
Batteries?
Yeah, batteries.
Also,
Well, I mean, they're wireless, so they will eventually need a recharge.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to mess with batteries. The fuck?
I mean, those batteries, what's in them? A lithium-ion battery?
probably.
I don't know if I would want one of those strapped to my head, because when they fail in a big way. But,
I mean, you'll know when
I
they
mean, they
fail,
do
they'll start blowing
eventually-
up and things will keep popping out.
I don't know that they use lithium ion. That does
my
sound
biggest
really
thing,
dangerous.
they do eventually start losing their charge, though, where, like,
They do.
probably after 2 or 3 years of use.
That's why
you'll
I
have
don't
to-
use.
It won't start holding a charge as well.
That's why I don't use wireless things, because I used to have a wireless headset, an old like Logitech like 7.1 surround sound wireless headset. I loved that thing, but it did over time, like after a couple of years, it did lose its charge and it would stop working. Like even if I had plugged it in, it just stopped working. I'm like, I'd rather just have a wired thing that'll work longer forever than try and have to deal with a dead battery again. So I've not had a wireless headset since then. I'm not saying they're bad. They're great. I loved that headset. It's just I just don't like dealing with battery bullshit.
Same.
Mice in mice, like on the other hand, usually just use like a couple AA batteries or something, which I'm fine with that. But like if there's no way for you to replace a battery in something, what's the point? You're just gonna have to buy a whole nother headset or a whole nother like whatever.
Yeah.
Make them.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like 2 to 3 years is pretty good life for a headset, especially if you're taking into sound quality and all that into consideration. Because
Also, I meant to say this earlier. Raider said, "Oh my God, Rev is going to be playing 4 different games at once now."
That's going to be interesting.
About made her choke underwater. You okay, Rev? No.
For the audio listeners, Rev is shaking her head no, but we can't see her face. We can only see the top of her head. Apparently, she is dying.
sorry.
Raider, you
Yep,
killed
she
her.
is dying. What did you do, Raider?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Raider says
Damn
we're
it.
sorry.
Raider says sorry, Rev.
Yeah. It's worse because like I'm just getting over a cold too, so I'm like
Oh.
extra dying.
Well, that a clear
Oh my
sign. This is
God.
right up.
You gotta call me out like that.
You didn't have to call me out.
Oh God.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh, I'm crying.
Better crying than dying.
I think she's doing both.
Ah, God.
Yep.
She was there for a second. Yeah, for sure.
I was about to say, why not both?
Oh, why not? Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Yep, 4 games at once.
Yep. So
Which
Diablo,
4,
Harvest Moon, Zelda. What's the 4th one? Those are 3 of them.
Wow. World of Warcraft.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. The one I don't
Yeah.
care about. Understood.
I don't think many people care about World of Warcraft anymore.
Rev does.
I'm saying many. I didn't say everybody. Big difference.
There's actually more people than you think that still play World of Warcraft.
Yes, there are still quite a lot of addicts.
I mean, for a game that's supposed to be a pioneer, it felt very generic. I mean, I tried playing it several times. So it's not just like I'm talking shit about it. I have tried playing World of Warcraft multiple times. And every single time, like, this is the most generic ass boring game I've ever played.
So
Question.
Yeah.
Did you try playing it after playing a bunch of similar games?
No. In
Interesting.
fact, first time I played it was probably 2010. It was right after SWG shut down, and I needed a new game to play.
That was
And
I think that was about the time all the copycats started coming out, because I remember when WoW got big, literally every MMO tried to be WoW, and it was very annoying.
But yeah, my first I played Star Wars Galaxies since beta to shut down, and then I needed a new game, and I went into WoW because I'm like, well, WoW's big stuff. Let me try it, and I'm like, nope, I hate it.
And you know what? That's perfectly okay. World of Warcraft is not for everyone, and that's fine. The only problem, like I seem to run into, is just people who are just very verbally hating on it all the time. Like anytime I mention it, Doki, just like it's annoying. It's like fine, the game's not for you. That's fine. Move on. I don't need to hear about how shitty of a game it is,
So
especially when I enjoy it.
So here's
you know?
the thing. I just troll. As far as WoW, like the game itself is concerned, I played it all the way to like level whatever it was at the time, maybe 70. And I enjoyed playing it with friends. It was fun to play with friends. My biggest gripe about the game is not the game itself. It's because my friends always quit on me 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, fuck it, I'm not playing this again.
You know something, to be fair, though, I would actually say the same thing. When I had people to play with that I enjoyed hanging out with, the game wasn't bad. But when you're doing it and you're soloing, it's like, you like end up falling asleep at the keyboard because there's like nothing entertaining. I mean, it's just...
I couldn't play
it's
that
not
game
a game
alone.
you can really do solo.
It was much more fun when socializing with friends and, you know, dragging people into lava pits and all that other stuff. We did that.
Leroy Jenkins.
They did that to a friend of mine who went AFK, and he put them on follow, and I'm like, well, that was a mistake, and he followed him right into a lava pit and died.
Oh God.
Me personally, I just don't really care for MMOs all that much because I tend to lone wolf. So me, MMOs, they don't really mesh very well. I did play Star Trek Online for a while. Got all the way up to the original level cap, which I think was 50. What are you doing?
My cat
I
is meowing
beta
at the door.
tested Star Trek Online, by the way.
I thought Doki got up and left because he just didn't want to hear it, but no, apparently it was the cat.
Yeah, the cat's here.
So yeah, fun fact, I actually beta tested that game.
Really?
Yes. The end of beta was a blast because they literally just flooded every space station with enemies. So each space station had, it was just a straight up onslaught. Like you just sat there and just killed as much stuff as you could before you died. Like was the last day of beta.
That does sound fun. I kind of got out of Star Trek Online though and other MMOs because like I kind of like to get immersed in worlds like that, and it's hard to be immersed when you're flying around and someone who's got a ship 2 times bigger than you with a name that I cannot repeat is flying around too. I'm like, this isn't Picard would not be. Yeah.
Oh,
USS F your mama.
Oh no, it was worse than that. Doki has a cat.
I do.
He's got the baby.
She's not a
That's
baby.
a pretty kitty.
Not.
That's a pretty kitty.
All of them are babies. It doesn't matter how
She's
old
acting
they are.
like a baby.
She always acts like a baby for sure. She's an old girl. She's approaching 20 years old.
Oh wow.
Wow.
You wouldn't think so looking at her. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to do cat things. Is that a problem?
Yes, my cat has
Well,
I don't know where
invaded the
my cat
podcast.
is. Where is my cat?
Well, cats tend to invade and take everyone's attention whenever they show up. So
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's
It's
gone off in
fine.
her nook.
Other than that, she'll be at the door meowing. Let me in. Let me in.
let me in. Da da da. Let me in. Well, we've been going for right at 40 minutes.
Around
I don't want
43,
to hold
44 minutes.
Rev too long.
We're fine.
I do want to. I do want to do one more conversation that I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's going to be interested in. But how would anyone else here like to be a pilot?
Yeah,
I
that's,
actually
Oh
would.
God.
Oh, honestly,
I know where
love
this is
it.
going.
Go ahead, Nyra.
But yeah, no. But as far as a pilot, yeah, I would love to be a pilot. I just don't think I can because my eyes are shot. I actually tried to get in the Air Force when I graduated high school.
Well, Nyra, have I got the game for you?
Oh God.
So, at the Xbox showcase recently, Microsoft announced a new flight sim, but this one it's kind of a big deal. I'm real invested in the world of flight simming. This one's the one that's actually going to have a career mode and job system and all that built into it. And it seems to be pretty robust. Everything from hauling rich people around in a jet to flying an airplane next to a tornado with an experimental camera for scientific research, apparently.
Interesting.
It does look very fun, so I think this might be a one that gets a lot of people interested. The more recent Microsoft sim that came out perfectly timed in 2020, actually, when everybody was cooped up in their houses and couldn't leave, and this is a game that lets you explore the entire world in photogrammetry in some places. This one's now going to have a built-in career mode. So I use currently external services for the current flight sim to do career mode stuff. I have like $3 million in a virtual company. I don't know why I'm admitting this, but yeah, now it's gonna have it built in and it looks fun. And anyone here gonna want to play it with me?
Maybe. But I'm gonna say $3 million in a virtual company, but you used to use a Guitar Hero mic duct taped to a hammer.
Well, I mean, if I
with a bloody sock.
The bloody sock is
literally a bloody sock. The blood stain wasn't that big.
Uh-huh.
All right, it was a little speck basically. I don't even know where it came from. My foot just started bleeding one day, I guess. I don't know.
My foot just started bleeding.
You could have
when-
washed it before you
Random
used it
bleeding.
to stain.
It was washed. It was a stain. It wouldn't come out.
Despa over here. My foot just started bleeding, and I thought to
It
myself,
was a clean sock.
what a good
I got it
windscreen
out
this will
of-
make.
I got it out of the drawer, and it didn't have a mate, and I'm like, frack it. You'll do.
Bracket.
What a good microphone windscreen this will make.
It worked for years. I still have it, actually. I could...
Of course you do.
I mean, it does work. You laugh, but that's all a pop filter really is a fabric stretched over a wire.
No.
Really, any kind of fabric or the wind cap does a pretty good pop filter anyway. Also, virtual money, if I could turn $3 million into 3 million real dollars, I would.
Who wouldn't?
Right?
Right, yeah.
For real. Who wouldn't do that? But remember, you wouldn't download a car, would you?
You would
Frack, yes, I
download a
would.
car.
I'd
Oh,
download
God,
a car in a
I
heartbeat.
get the
I've downloaded
reference.
plenty of
90s
cars.
anti-piracy.
I get the
You wouldn't
reference.
download a car. You wouldn't download a house. Like,
Yeah, I would.
Wait, auction what, Kit Kat? The sock?
Auction? Oh God, who would buy it?
Are we talking
I'm
about
not a hot. I'm not a hot gamer girl. I can't auction off things like that.
Listen, you do
Coming
got...
soon, Despa's Gamer Boy Get Bathwater.
Oh, actually, speaking of Despa, I don't think a lot of people know this right now, because you did just recently make the change. Despa is no longer on Twitch. He is
Yeah.
moved full-time over to YouTube streaming.
Yeah.
So, he's over
When
there
I
now.
decide to stream.
For whatever
is-
reason.
Which is actually advantageous because instead of just spinning my wheels at Twitch trying to get affiliate, I'm already in the partner program on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have the membership thing set up where you can like join for whatever and not watch ads, but
Yeah.
that's literally one click of a button for me. So yeah, it's kind of better. I'm probably going to be. There's various reasons, things I like about it too. Its servers are definitely better than Twitch's.
Well, you also have the I don't want to say necessarily fan base, but you already have the subscribers over there. What do you got, like 6,000 or 7,000?
6,400
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. So you already have the subs over there from the viral video or whatever that you made. So it is it does make sense that you switched back to
You know
YouTube.
what? Yeah, can't really blame him for that.
No.
Also, Twitch is kind of being Twitch.
Listen, we
lately.
tried. We tried to get you affiliate.
Nothing against y'all. I know how the game is played.
I mean,
That's
hell, if I
Oreo.
can get affiliate, anyone can get affiliate.
Well, I think Despa's biggest
suck.
problem is
Viewers.
not just the viewership, but inconsistency.
Yeah.
You don't consistently stream, and that is going to hurt you when you're trying to make affiliate.
Yeah. I know. I know how the game is played.
Well, I mean, I am also not that consistent, but a lot of the things is you just have to hit those marks within 7 days and you're good. Like, that I just ran it for a week, said, like, tried to get people in my stream for that week, and I was there.
Well, I got lucky because I got my affiliate ship. I guess I got it a year ago, but
Has it only been a year?
I wasn't. Yeah, I just had my 1 year anniversary.
Shit, I thought you were
Right.
affiliate longer than that.
I did too, because I feel like I got it before I started working at GameStop and I stopped having as much time to stream, but I could be wrong.
KitKat says it took me months because I didn't stream often enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the normal time for most people is a year and a half to 2 years to get affiliate. Just because not all of us can dedicate so much time to it that you get to do it within a few months.
Yep.
It's fine though. I mean, I'm not. If Twitch improves itself, which I don't see happening in the near future, I wouldn't mind switching back because it's easy. I just made a separate profile on OBS. All I'd have to do is sign in on Stream Elements and then switch over to that second profile on OBS. So then it'll be everything ready to go. So
Yeah.
Fair.
So it's not like it was difficult. The switch over to YouTube did prove to be a bit of a pain because for some reason Stream Elements wouldn't let me attach my YouTube profile to my Stream Elements Twitch profile, which really just meant I had to remake all my overlays on the YouTube sign-in side.
Yeah.
But that took like an hour and a half. That wasn't that big a
I
deal.
mean, you could always just go to OBS instead of Stream Elements as well. Or are you
I
talking
use
about
OBS.
You're talking about the never mind. You're talking about just the overlay stuff. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
I-
I
most-
actually made that switch recently as well from Slops to OBS.
Yeah.
I managed to salvage my overlay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not surprising considering
OBS
Slobs
is-
is just OBS.
OBS is so much better though. It's so much better.
Yeah, it looks nicer. You don't get that puke green everywhere.
Well, that and it's just it doesn't use much resources as far as the application is concerned. Like it just doesn't. It's so...
That part really confuses me. Like, for a company that just straight up just takes the open source stuff, puts their coloring and logos on it, how the heck did they make it run so much worse?
I have no... Well, it's all... I don't know. It's all...
Well, they have plugins they put in automatically. Like, for
Yeah.
example, like there's certain things I know with OBS to make work, I have to run externally, like my updater for people who sub and follow and things like that. I have to run a separate program to do that through Streamlabs, which is actually a Streamlabs program. So because of that, they have all that stuff integrated, but they probably bulked it up so much that it just runs like crap.
Yeah. And yes, it is a teal green. Slobs. It is a teal green.
Puke green. Looks like radioactive human
It's a teal.
waste.
It's like a bluish green.
It is. It's ugly, is what it is.
What's wrong with your monitor?
I don't know. I'll run a test on it.
It is
later.
not the color of whatever's behind Rev, whatever that stuffed animal behind you, the leaf. It is not that color.
That's
Oh,
not puke
that's-
green. That's just regular green.
But that's closer to puke green than teal.
Teal is a blue-green.
That's what I'm saying. Despa's saying that Streamlabs OBS is puke green. I'm like, no, that's
I'm
teal.
saying that to be it's saying that as it's ugly. It's god awfully bad. It hurted my eye. Hurted my eyes.
Hurted
It
your
hurted.
eyes.
It hurted. It hurted his eyes. Oh, dear.
hurted my eyes.
It hurted.
It hurted my eyes. And I never even
Lordy.
used it. I just looked at screenshots. I'm like,
Guys, it
this is
hurted
ugly.
me.
And then I heard all the
Show
stuff
me,
about
show me an adult
slobs.
what it hurted you.
My eyeballs. And then I heard all the bad stuff that Streamlabs gets up to. I'm like, frack you.
Yeah,
Rat.
Streamlabs is a crap company. Just
Well, I'm not gonna shit
The
on
only
the company or anything
only-
like that, but I just prefer OBS.
OBS is a lot better.
Although I will say it is kind of shitty that OBS basically said, "Hey, can you stop using our name?" And they're like, "Nah." That's kind of shit. Oh no, I about killed Rev again.
Nah.
yeah, we're good.
Well, that's basically what happened. They call themselves Streamlabs OBS. OBS is like, "Hey, we'd appreciate it if you didn't use our name," and they're like, "Yeah, fuck you."
They already used more than the name, so
Right.
It
So-
goes down the great fuck yous of gaming and streaming history, alongside EA Games telling Belgium to go fuck themselves.
I may not
When
have
they
heard
fucking
about
try
that
to
one.
say that you didn't. Oh, this was like a couple of years ago, but yeah, essentially because of loot boxes, they got taken to court, and they're like, "Yeah, you can't have loot boxes in your games in Belgium." He's like, "Yeah, go fuck yourself."
Basically, yeah. No, that's basically how it went between Slobs and OBS.
yeah. And they're not the only. OBS isn't the only one they've done that to. There is a cat behind Rev now. The cat has moved from Doki's panel to Rev's panel.
Yes. It's just this is the cat cast podcat. It's a podcat.
They say you thought it was chaos, but it's not
Podcats.
chaos. It's cats.
Podcats. Just
Chaotic cats.
Chaotic
Yeah.
cats. I like that.
catotic stupid.
Catatonic stupid.
Oh boy.
But then we'll all be dead.
Oh boy.
Well, I think this is a good place to go ahead and start wrapping it up. We've been going for an hour.
almost an hour. Got 4 minutes to an hour. Sure.
Almost an hour.
Yeah.
Well, I figured by the time we stop messing around and do the outro, it'll be an hour.
Well, I mean, that's all we do is mess around. What do you mean?
Yeah.
We're chaotic and stupid.
At the end of July, I am moving.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll be moving with Squidney and a friend of hers. There'll be 3 of us.
Speaking of chaos.
Oh my dear God. It's already chaotic and we don't even live together yet.
Oh,
I know. That's why
Yeah.
I'm saying speaking of chaos.
Yeah.
I've herid the 2 of you.
You ain't heard nothing, trust me.
God, we have Ground and Reaper together. I almost said Raider again. We have Ground and Reaper together. Now you're gonna have you and Squidney together. Oh my God.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. But hopefully the next podcast, whatever background noise that you hear on my audio, Despa, hopefully that'll just be gone.
Never did
I don't
figure out
know.
what that was.
Yeah, I have no idea. It could be my AC kicking on, or my heat, or whatever. I don't know. But hopefully the house will be quieter than the apartment.
Streamer house.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it would be a streamer house.
Yeah. No, because one of us doesn't stream at all.
Didn't
And
Squid
Squid
used to?
doesn't. She used to. She doesn't really do it anymore.
Okay.
Yet.
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 I mean, honestly, collab streams.
Mhm. We've talked about it jokingly, but we've talked about it.
Fair enough.
Well then, I guess now's the time we say our goodbyes.
Goodbye, farewell.
Avita
Auf
say
Wiedersehen.
Also,
Goodbye.
goodbye again. Good night. That's it.
Goodbye,
Just-
farewell, Evita saying goodbye.
also
I
for
hope you didn't steal my fucking pie.
just for the stream purpose, not necessarily for the podcast purposes, but Nyra, you're streaming later tonight, aren't you?
Yes, probably about 2 hours.
Yeah, so there you go. In
Ish.
about 2 hours,
Nice.
we'll go get Nyra her hype train, shall we?
Let's do it. I'll probably be asleep by then.
Yeah,
Or
I'll
getting ready to sleep.
probably will
Her-
be at work by then.
her first ever hype train. We'll do it.
Yeah.
If it's
believe
not
it.
tonight, we'll do it.
incoming.
If it's not tonight, we'll get you that hype train. Because if you've never had a hype train, oh boy.
Yeah, we'll get you there.
Yeah. Anyway,
This is
go
making me wonder, does YouTube have a hype train equivalent?
I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right, go ahead, Despa.
All right, y'all know where to watch us. Watch Doki, watch Rev, watch Nyra, watch me on YouTube now.
And just for those who may not know, I have changed my name on Twitch. I am now Nyra the Red Panda.
That is true.
Whew. Nyra the
Oh.
Red Panda.
Hi, is lovable Red Panda.
I'll go
And
ahead.
as Red Pandas do, they move through the Discord and take over individual channels for a day.
Yes. All your Discord are belong to us.
I'm sorry I didn't get to catch much of your stream.
And
I
we're
was
okay
looking
with
a little
that.
Bit, but I didn't
Because we're
actually
cute.
catch Oh, much no. of your
Because we
stream.
get away with it.
Oh no.
Well, I'm not,
everyone.
but Red Pandas are.
The clip isn't showing up on stream. You just hear me.
Is it a gay raid?
Huh?
Gay raid?
Nyra, do
Nyra do
do
what?
you plan on getting
I
a
don't hate people
VTuber
with
avatar one day
wheelchairs, I
with that
Yes,
channel
you do.
Shut up, ass.
profile picture of yours? Because
Oh,
that would
yeah,
make a
yes,
good
you
VTuber.
totally
do.
It would. I don't know. It's expensive.
It's for the memes.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's expensive. I looked at it on like Fiverr and stuff, and Fiverr you can get pretty screwed. So it's kind of been like, eh.
I'll fix the shout out stuff for later streams, but yeah.
I can get you in touch with some people I know who know reliable artists and stuff.
Might not be a bad idea. We'll talk about that off stream.
Yeah.
Okay. I know I want to get a VTuber one day when I can afford it, because I don't want to show my face on camera. Nobody wants to see that.
That's not true.
Yeah, no.
Nobody wants to see that.
You just don't want to see
That's
it.
not true.
That's
I
just
also
you.
don't want to see it.
That's just you. Yeah, Kit Kat says I do.
No
Okay.
one wants to see me on stream. I'm ugly.
Bullshit.
Thank you.
Wow, I don't
I'm
think
taking
so.
Bullshit.
Calling major bullshit.
Anyway, we're just gonna drop it right here. Good night, everybody.
Oh, no outro? Nothing?
That's a cop
just
out. If
goodbye.
I ever
You're darn
heard
right,
one.
it's the cop out. The cop out will become the outro.
Well, fine. I'll do one. Thank you all for joining us on this, once again, chaotic and yet again stupid podcast. I don't know when the next one's gonna be. We'll do it at some point. I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry about all that. We've had some months.
Yeah.
It's been a flaky year.
Months.
We will catch Nyra in a couple hours streaming. I'll be there as well. But yeah, we will all see you next time.
Bye.
I didn't hear you at all, Rev. I just saw you waving.
Yeah, same.
Oh, sad day.
Alright, later.
And y'all have a good one, and have a better one tomorrow, and have a better one after that, until you have such a good time that you get arrested by the FBI.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
Dadgum. How good of a time is that?
well then.
Bye, everyone.
Way too good to be legal.
Bye.
Bye.